Good morning, this is Bushra, and today I'm going to talk to you about words, the powerful words with which you can heal yourself. Are you ready? The words you speak has an incredible power to heal your mind, body, and soul. The power of your own language, your words, how you use it to your benefit, how you can make it very powerful to bring about positive changes in you. So I will start by saying words have so much power over your physical health, mental health, and emotional health. Whatever you say becomes your reality. What if I say that? Will you believe it? I would reinstate, whatever you say becomes your reality. And the more powerful you say it, the more strongly it becomes your reality. You may hear yourself saying things like, or you may hear your friend say, sentences like, my client is a disaster, my boss is killing me, my hours of work are terrible, it puts me in so much of lethargy, I am losing my mind, I am in deep depression, this job is killing me, I'm losing my sleep, I'm losing my mind. These are all powerful negative talk, and these are very, very powerful. Check the words that you use. It is killing me, it is lethargic, I am in depression. These are all strong negative words. And what happens when you choose these strong negative words? So when your body talks about all these strong, powerful negative words, your mind hears that. So what it does, it knows that, doing those things like going to this work where there is a bad boss, or where you have to go to a client to meet, for some meeting, automatically your mind tells you when you reach there, you are going to be feeling like it's going to kill you, or the place would create a disaster. So you go there with this feel that things are not going to work for you. And when you believe things are not going to work for you, it is not going to work for you because you go there with a lack of confidence. A lack of confidence or worry that this is not going to work. So you are in the vibration of it's not going to work, and your client gets the feeling that you are not confident or happy. So how do you expect things to work? So to get things working for you or rolling for you positively, you have to choose your words positively. We'll get there, but before that, I will give you a few more examples so you understand the negative self-talk or the words that you use negatively and what is keeping you in the situation that you are where you cannot come out and you're struggling to come out. It doesn't have to be about work or things or clients or, colleagues or bosses. You do these negative self-talk on a day-to-day basis. For example, it is the flu season, okay? So when you see somebody sneezing, you say, oh my God, this person sneezed around me. Tomorrow I'm going to get a cold and a cough. But maybe your friend or your colleague was there with you when the person sneezed and they did not get this cold and the cough that you got. Have you thought about why you got it and they did not get it? It is because you spoke the words, I'm going to get it. Your mind has understood that you're going to get it. And mind, as you know, is very powerful. It manifested it for you. It made you sick. So the other person sneezes, after 2 days you find yourself sneezing because your mind has manifested that for you. And possibly for someone who was there with you, he or she would have just ignored it. Yeah, so you got it and they did not get it. So it's always the powerful words that you think that creates whatever is your reality. One of my biggest reality that I faced was unfailed fertility. So unfailed fertility is also something we manifest in some form or the other. We do a lot of treatment, but somewhere in our head, there is a negative self-talk which we overlook. Though we want to have the child, we are doing everything to have a baby, observe your words that you speak. So I used to have this self-negative talk where I used to think, if I conceive, will I be able to sleep properly at night? Will I be able to go to my work? Or will I lose my job? Will I have to give up my job? Who's going to take care of the child? Am I capable to take care of a child by myself? So all these negative talks used to be in my mind, though physically and somewhere on the mind, I'm ready for this child, yet not ready for the child. So automatically my mind knows, and so my body reacts in such a way to not have a child. And this is a case for most of the people who are infertile. And only when I was really ready to have a child that I conceived. At that point, I did not know this truth, or there was nobody to guide me or tell me this. That's why going forward, I want to share this information with y'all so y'all don't do the same things while trying to have a child. So like I said, infertility is something that you bring on yourself most of the time because you're so unsure of the next. Or somewhere your mind tells you that I'm not going to keep this baby, or I won't be able to get pregnant, or whatever. So observe your thought and you will see a difference. And do not think it is easy, because all the things that you're going through, it is very easy to have a negative self-talk. So you have to consciously choose your word. Every time you feel your thoughts are going negative, you consciously choose to say the opposite of it, so your brain keeps hearing the same. So choose words like, I'm going to be a great mother. My life is going to be even better because I'm going to be happier, so I can give happier, hours to work, or happier person I would be around friends, things like that. Or I will be so peaceful around my baby that next day it makes me even more positive. So hear your words, change it to positive one, and change your reality. It's not difficult, it needs practice. Another thing that we hear commonly is, I smell food and I become fat. I see a cake and I become fat. This is not a lie. This is your truth. Sometimes you're not eating, but or you take a very small piece and you're putting on so much of weight. Why is that? Because you've thought and you've just said the things that you should not say. I'm going to smell it and put on weight. There are a lot of times we go on diet and we don't lose weight. Yeah? Why? Because we've already told ourselves that when you smell this cake or when you eat it, you're going to put on weight and your metabolism is not going to help you. When I'm talking about this, I say the same thing. Somewhere deep down, you've been drilled into your mind that only a zero size or your thin body, you will be happy. What happens when you decide that only a thin body will make you happy? What you do is you do everything. You starve yourself, or you have bulimia, you do so many things. Somewhere down the line, you are putting you in depression because a negative self-talk or a negative action will get you there. So in cases where not just remaining healthy and being thin is a conscious choice that you would make for yourself, you can start saying, my metabolism is great. Yeah, my metabolism is great. I can lose whatever I eat. Yeah. By saying these things, actually your metabolism improves. Try it out. So in conversation, make a conscious choice to choose better, powerful words. And another example is about people with cancer or who have just got over the cancer. Many a times you hear people saying, I am a cancer survivor. Yeah, being a cancer survivor, you're only thinking of what you went through and you have come out of it. How to make it more positive for it not to return in your life. So what you will say is, cancer has come and cancer has gone. I am healthy. I am healthy. And try your level best not to dwell on the past or whatever you were facing while you were recovering. So let me wind up by saying, if the thought of the cancer comes back into your mind, the thought will be, cancer has come, cancer has gone. I am now healthy. I am now healthy. Just keep that in your mind. Be in the positive vibration, always. The other thing which is very important, which you hear people saying, is this relationship is not working. It is not going to work. So what is happening in this? You're already putting yourself in a negative mode with somebody whom you have a relationship and you're not happy with. How can you change it? You will rephrase your sentences saying, I am with the best person on earth. This person loves me so much and I love this person so much. If you don't like anything about this person, say, there's so much about this person that I like. And really think of the good things that you like about the person. So automatically when you talk to this person, your mind accepts these are the good things about him. So even two things go wrong, there are three things your mind tells you which are good about the person, which makes most relationships work. Nobody is perfect. We all have different expectations because we come from different backgrounds. We have different expectations going forward in life. So it is better to keep positive things about the person if you want to continue relationship with that person. So you always have good things in mind even when things go wrong. The same thing you can do about things like from sadness to joy, or from illness to wellness, or depression to excellent coping skills. I am being dumped always. Change it to I'm such a lovable person. People love me. They cannot live without me. Like, people are happy around me. What happens when you say these things? You are happy with yourself. You are confident about yourself, which will attract people who are loving towards you. People will not dump you when you have a positive side to yourself and you bring about good energy around them. And good energy is contagious. Again, another thing is aging. There are so many times people look at, you look at yourself and you say, oh, I'm aging, I have wrinkles, I have that, So this is one of the things which you again attract on yourself. So look at the mirror, smile and say, I'm ageless, my skin is beautiful, I am glowing. And as you say, you start believing it. The first few times it might be awkward. After a week, it becomes your second nature. And when you believe it, it happens. You feel young at heart and your body also believes it, and you feel young in the body as well. Whatever the other people say about your aging, your looks doesn't matter to you. In deep inside, you are convinced you've got a glowing skin. You are convinced that I'm not aging. So go for it and stop aging. You start saging instead. Yet another one is people saying, I am nobody. When you are nobody, look at those relationships that you have. Maybe you are nobody for that particular thing that you thought about. Think about it. I am a mother, or I am a wife, or I am a husband, I am a son, I am a student who does well, or I am a singer. Whatever is your positive quality, think about it. I am that. Do not say I am nothing. Because everybody is something. You need to believe in yourself and look at the positive things about you, and always remember, this is what I am. Not about I am nothing or I am nobody. Make a conscious choice to use powerful words to your advantage instead of using negative words to destroy you. The power of words is incredible. It's how you choose to use them. When you actually know what the negative words does to you, you will never use them, because these words destroy you as a person. And your body is where you live in. So the first place when you attack, when you're using negative words, is your own body. So try and use positive, powerful words and heal your body. Bring about all those positive changes. All the best to healing your body. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel to know more tips and tricks on wellness, mind, body and soul wellnesses. Thank you so much.